So y'all, I want to give y'all some signs on how you could tell when a person is being led to troll you when they're part of your target, and when just because. So right now, I'm supposed to have a lot of things I was supposed to do today that I detoured from, just following my gut, and just whatever, just some crazy stuff was supposed to happen today. Now, this program I was telling y'all about, they're right next door in the next house now. Let me go back. So a lot of y'all heard me and on my lives tell y'all that the house next door, they put the people out, the Mexican family that was messing with my car, and it's been empty 4 months. Mind you, this is a 3 bedroom. Uh, this could have been a perfect move for them because they was supposed to be looking for a 3 bedroom for me to move, but they've been mocking me with this unit, having the people in here staked out at night. I just know somebody's in the house. Like, before I saw proof of somebody walking around in there at night, I felt like somebody in there. Like, I could feel somebody staring at me when I'm over here. So we got 2 trucks back here. We got a car parked in the driveway. Right, they've been here all day. The only reason they showing themselves right now, because they had no cars parked out here when they was doing this, is because I mentioned it. So now, the housing company that was supposed to put me out are now uh, trying to help me. They're saying they're trying to help me catch this, right? I was trying to move, asking them to move me because of the house having problematic issues. This is how I said it to her, and she's evicted me for being problematic. It's so funny. And I've never had no issue with them. Uh, these folks can't evict me. They can't evict me. So now they're trying to say, hey, we're gonna help you stay in your house. Like, disregard that we know that you asked us to move you out of that problematic house that the roof was falling in. So much shit, y'all. I could be here all day and tell you all the issues in the house that I had, like, literally get fixed some of the majority of the shit by myself out of my own pocket. Never complained to the landlord because he never bothered me. They tried to make it seem like it was the landlord, but it wasn't. It's the program. So they scheduled me and my daughter right behind my back. They think I don't know, but I know. My daughter has an appointment with these Monday at their office, and they're coming to my house on Monday to make me sign papers to say we're gonna appeal this for you to keep your home so you can stay here. So fuck, we know you trying to move, but we're not gonna move you. We trying to help you stay here now. So today, on this same day, my girl's dad declined my request. This, I'm giving you signs on who they move right when these people move, y'all. This dude, my Mason, allegedly my Mason baby daddy, declined on a day. Let me tell you how he gonna get karma, spiritually. Yesterday, I almost didn't make it again. Here we go again. All night I was doing orders in the rain, y'all. God saw me. The angel saw me. I was doing orders in the rain to make money for food, to get an oil change, to just everything that we needed to do for the kids and my grandbaby. And I reached out to him the day before and told him we had a doctor's appointment today, and I needed to get an oil change. The baby needed this. Your daughter needed that. The tuition I needed to pay, but I paid her tuition already. Whatever. This dude wait for the day today that they surrounded me to decline my request. I ain't gonna show his information. To decline my request. My cousin, I had a family member, I won't say your name either, on the day that these people are surrounding me, them seeing me post all this stuff online about what's going on with me, decides to troll me today. And like, where the fuck were in the gym? I haven't seen you in about 9 years. Why today you reach out to me on some troll shit? I didn't even reply. I didn't even respond to them, by the way. Soon as my cousin texted me that after my girl's dad declined the request, this lady pulled the fuck up. Hold on. They listening to me right here, y'all. They're like literally right here. So This why I stay away from people, y'all, because you just never know. This is why I don't care to like tell people everything, because you just never know. Like these people taking notes. It could be. So let me read this comment from one of my uh, supporters, and this is a sign, right? This is confirmation. This person, chosen one, just wrote this, right? Or you wrote this, I'm sorry, 8 hours ago. You were talking about the Nazaria Harris case. And because Harris, I choose to read this today because Harris is my stepdaddy's last name. The Nazaria Harris case is in, he's allegedly a Freemason, and it's a lot of detail that I'm finding out about him that I didn't know. So the Nazaria Harris case is sad too. I was down the rabbit hole of the cult that was connected to her case. I believe my targeting became noticeable, like John Wick level 3 type shit. One of the YouTubers who's supposedly trying to crack the case, who was in contact, found information on that. No one was talking about it. Like they was giving information out on YouTube as a joke. And talking about the scientific freezer that was in the grandmother's house, in the coat and other things to mock me. Then they deleted all the videos that was exposing the real truth and went back. It's kind of giving me this program when they redacted all of the emails. I was trying to figure out why did they erase our conversations, because I was going back. I'm dyslexic like that. I'm going back to the emails of me complaining about the house to them, and I'm like, wasn't the last thing I asked them to do was move me? Why they trying to evict me? They redacted all of those emails. So yeah, it actually says that redacted email, and there's nothing there. So where was I? I seen her information, and a couple months after I was being targeted, I had to stop looking into it because the guy who was on the trial case, symbolism with the numbers let me know what time it is. Funny thing is that same YouTuber agent as which is now, he's talking about GANGSTALKIng. Funny thing is the persecutor on that case was in connection of being paid off by P. Diddy. This person's chosen one wrote me that today. And I will say this, the energy is off with your comment, because everything you said, and I appreciate any type of support, anything, y'all, good or bad, but because you said some of these cold things today, lets me know MK Ultra is being implemented, because it's a lot of trigger words in this message that connect dots with family members and situations, especially the last thing you said in this whole thing. It's so much going on right now. I know that they're gonna do something to me, one of my kids or something, or something bad they're gonna try to come at me with, because they're really like showing me my folks' involvement. They're really fucking with my folks, allegedly, y'all, and then showing me the involvement of the people that's going against me. And I don't fuck with nobody. I don't bother nobody. This is why I decided to just come out online about these tactics and stuff they do to me, because if it's happening to somebody like me, it's happening to so many other people. This is really disgusting. This is like, it's really disgusting for people to know, that they are doing illegal things to you. It's disgusting. And then for them to get away with it, it's more disgusting. And I'm going down the line with it. And for folks, your family members, friends, peers, loved ones, to just sit back and not try to protect you. See, look, they got a lot going on right here. They got a lot going on right here. It's funny that they fixing up this house. I'm looking right at them. Hold up, let's show you. It's funny that they fixing up this house. See them painting over there? Funny they fixing that house up when it's so much wrong with my house. You see, this house been empty for months. Why are y'all fixing that house up? when this young lady over here been complaining about you see him in the window right there? You see him at that last window? Just sitting there listening to me? Because the window over here is cracked by me. They listening to me. And let me show you the guy behind me. That we got a car right there. You got the truck right there. You got the truck. The other truck that was right behind me just moved. But look at this. How they fixing this house and haven't fixed nothing over here in this house, y'all. And then tell me that I'm being problematic because I'm complaining about the stuff in the house that could possibly get me in trouble for like neglect or something. The stuff they was having us like the mold that could have got CPS here. They was expecting me not to find out about that shit so that they could, oh, you're living in this like this. But I was complaining about it. I had to get them to come out here and do one. They did one treatment, and I've been doing this shit by my. But they said I'm not utilizing resources, and y'all not doing shit in this house. These people turned off the gas. We had to go to my daughter. She lives with her friend right now because her boyfriend and his baby mama keep pulling up to the house to fight the girl. So she don't even want to be at this house, y'all. Because every time she come out, they send the police. This girl went to jail, y'all. So I take them to my daughter over there with her and her friend. I take my younger daughter and my grandbaby to take a bath because these folks. Look, he don't move because they hear this is illegal. They turned the gas off on the day that they were supposed to evict me. The day that they tormented me with that letter while I was out here venting and pulled up on me with the eviction notice, y'all, to stress me out. They literally turned the gas off on that day. So why, like out of all days, why it go off again now? It coincide with what I was saying back, you know, the other times that they would turn the gas off, that it was them. Because I would be in the shower, taking a hot shower, and it would just turn cold. And I'm like, what's going on? And this is something in my notes from this organization that I go to for therapy, where I stopped going now when I found out they secretly had my daughter going to this place. Yeah. So behind my back and gave us the same therapist that told my daughter to move out, right? This is what my daughter told me. So maybe you should, you know, because they was trying to set her up with her baby. But that smart girl said, Mama, the baby is safer with you, so she leave her with me. But they was expecting her to, y'all, I got to get into it. Listen, these people did exactly what they did to me, to move me in with this girl who befriended me while they was waiting for me a place, and just did this to my daughter, make her move in with somebody else on the list, that somebody else that's in their program. Because my younger daughter, when they went to take a shower one time, said, Mama, you know, such and such, I'm not going to say their name, such and such had a letter on his door too. I think they live in that program too. And I said, I knew it. I knew it. I got to say that part, y'all. Yeah, she's living, they got my daughter, her friend lives with the same program. So these people right here literally was turning the lights off and the gas off when I was live. So y'all I've been going, y'all saw these lives, y'all. I've been here almost 4 years. Within these 4 years they've been doing, look how he's staring at me. That's so disgusting, y'all. Within these 4 years that I've been staying here, they've been doing illegal shit. And now they're scared as fuck. That's what that is over there. Staring at me through the window, they're scared as fuck. So they just confirmed to me. I recorded all of that, and so I could put it together with all that other stuff. And I didn't show y'all. I show other people that matters, right? They told on themselves and expose what I was trying to expose by them switching my light. This exposed shit from West Palm Beach and Silver Palm Place when they was shutting the lights off. When I would be live and I would tell people, these people keep turning the alarm on for hours outside. I got videos of that, of me having to sit in my house at night because they got the alarm going off all night, y'all, at the complex. To me waking up to my lights and water off. And then the complex sending CPS saying that I've been living in the house with no hot water, when they the ones turned the water off and sent me a letter saying that it was off. So now here we go. This place that showed me what they was trying to do. You turn the lights and everything off. I had to fix it. I'm willing to go to jail behind telling them I had to do this. Y'all, I'm on live admitting, yes, Valencia, fix the fucking shit. How would we live if I don't? Because you're not going to send nobody to fix it. Like that landlord told me, they tried to make it seem like it was him. saying he not fixing nothing. That man came here with a straight face where I didn't know. Nobody never told me. He fixed it soon as they told him. It's them trying to make it seem like I'm in problematic issues in the house so that they could send CPS. Because guess what? This same organization was the reason why that corrupt CPS in Bartow County in another town gave me my kids back. Because they were saying my housing, I didn't get them taken for neglect, I didn't get them taken for abuse, I didn't get them taken for really mental health for real. They really took them because they said my housing wasn't questionable, my housing wasn't permanent, my housing wasn't right. But you're a wonderful mom, but we're just concerned about your housing and now your mental health, because I'm snapping on them, because I'm seeing what they do. So that place, because they gave me my kids back, they have to make sure they put me in a predicament to get them taken again. And that's why for these 4 years, they've been making sure they don't come fix nothing in the house until I go live and go loud, get loud online or call their superiors. And then the next day, they knocking on my door. Like right now, they all surrounding me today. Because today, this lady was supposed to come to my house and I stopped her in her tracks. Hey, I'm busy today. I got shit to do. You can't come here today. Just like that. Because I initially was supposed to go to the doctor's office today. But some things happened to my car. And plus, I have to get me an oil change. I had to call it off. I can't go. And plus, my body fucked up. So God allowed them to fuck with my car. So I rescheduled. I rescheduled the appointment already. Way ahead of time. But they don't know that. They was expecting me to be gone because I told them I had a doctor's appointment in Atlanta today. So they all surrounded me. They pretending to work on this house. Y'all follow me? They pretending to work on this house. I followed my gut. Stay home. They finna fuck with something else in that house. Because every time I leave, I come back, something else is fucked up. Something else is broke in the house because they come in here. If I have a camera, all they do is look how disgusting these people is. Look. I'm hitting them onto the money too much. That he done moved. I moved too slow to show this guy just smile at me in that fucking window. Let's just keep it right there. Oh, let me see if I can get it to stand. Let's just keep it right there. Right. Let's just keep it right there. Is it blurry? Yeah, you see how it's blurry, y'all? That's a sign that they hacked into my phone right now. They don't want y'all to see the images. Look how you just look. They hacked into my phone right now. You see how it's blurry right now? It's not focusing right now. They was supposed to be coming into my house today, y'all. And God detoured everything and had me here today. So this is how I know my deadbeat Mason, allegedly Mason baby daddy that declined that request today on the day that we really needed his help. Thank God I was able to pay my daughter's tuition because he was going to allow his daughter to not be in class today or this whole week because I asked him a week ago, but I paid it. And he don't know I paid it. So right now he's thinking that his daughter is not in class because we need help with the tuition so that these people could come here and say, hey, your daughter's not in school, you're getting put out. Here we go again, we're concerned about your housing. Like the lady over this program who's trying to evict me said in a meeting, hey, I would hate to put that eviction. Listen, let me tell you how disgusting she said it. So before they decided to try to evict me in March, I was pressuring them to find another 3-bedroom for me, y'all. And they over there fixing, keep in mind, they over here painting and fixing up another 3-bedroom, y'all. I was asking them to move me, and they was telling me they don't have any more 3-bedrooms. Most people get in their places and never move. That's what they was trolling me, saying this, saying, oh well, when we find one, we'll let you know. And then one day out of nowhere, a 2-bedroom in front of a Freemason lodge, it's not alleged, a 2-bedroom in front of a Freemason lodge is available, and this is the only thing they have for me. So take it or leave it. So I said, oh, if I take this, because I was asking them to help me pay for my hotel at the time. I was in a hotel during that time. And they said they couldn't do that. She said, you move in this 2-bedroom You got to stay in this one. Mind you, when I first got with this program, they told me they couldn't move my daughters because of their age in a bedroom together. And this is the reason they had me staying with that friend that threw all my stuff out, because they couldn't move. All they had was 2 bedrooms. Now, all we have is a 2-bedroom. We expecting you to take it in front of this Freemason Lodge, right next to the train in your backyard, knowing I'm on the spectrum, knowing that shit gonna fuck me over with the train passing by every 2 seconds, y'all. Like in West Palm Beach, they moved me by that train, right? So when I say I just stay in the hotel, because it's the same, the 2-bedroom is similar to this, right? This is a big hotel. I might as well stay here then. And they send me a letter saying that I'm not utilizing resources. What resources? You fucking threaten me to take this 2-bedroom in front of this free mate. Why is it so important that you move me into that 2-bedroom instead of saying, well, we'll keep looking until we get 3-bedroom? No, you said we're gonna put you out of the program because you won't take a 2-bedroom, and you have a teenager and a grown daughter that's pregnant, because my daughter was pregnant at the time. So you're gonna move us in a 2-bedroom, and the family is growing right now from a 3-bedroom. So I told him, I said, hey, well, I guess I'll just have to stay in this hotel or whatever. Boom. She sends me a meeting saying that I'm getting evicted and thrown off the program for not utilizing the resources. I go to this program. I speak to that higher up and say, hey, ma'am, I'm not trying to cause any problems. And I'm not trying to, like, I get it. Y'all saying that if you really want to move, then take this. But I said, hey, this is not, it don't make sense. It's going to make all of us stressed in the house to put us in that 2-bedroom and to move her by. And I forgot to tell y'all, to move her right next door, not just the Freemason Lodge, move her right next door to this young man that was bullying her at the time. Like, I can't make this up. So not only was you trying to force us to move in front of the Freemason Lodge, you was trying to move us right next door to someone she was having problems with. To me fixing that, to now she say, okay, we can't put you out for that, for this. We can't put you out for saying that you had somebody stay at your house, because we know you didn't have nobody stay at your house. So now we just gonna put you out because you didn't do your behavioral evaluation, your yearly behavioral evaluation. That wasn't due until my birthday. And we was in March at this time. It wasn't due until my birthday. And they actually wrote this up. I still got all these papers of eviction. She actually wrote me up. And here go my landlord behind me now. And got the landlord pulling up. I like that. So after that, so now I'm in this meeting to try to keep the place. And this lady says, well, if I put this eviction through, nobody is going to want to rent to you. Now, mind you, I had just asked them to help me move, y'all. And I also asked them, could they help me with something? Like, whatever, relocation, whatever, because I had this apartment that I was getting. Why did I show them that proof, y'all? Because they fucked that shit up. I had a 3-bedroom townhouse that was fixed income, that I was like approved for everything. I just had to come up with the deposit and everything. Tell me why, after me showing them that approval, these people told me that it was filled. Like, I can't make this up. The people reached out to me and said, unfortunately, Miss Avant, the unit is full. So therefore, they put me back on the list. And then 3 weeks later in that meeting, she's like, well, you know that apartment, well, saying it like this in other words, well, you know that place you just sent me? They ain't gonna want to rent to you if they see this eviction notice. That was so fucking disgusting. So now they send the landlord over here. They want the landlord to beef with me so bad. I've never, ever beefed with this guy. I've never had no issues. He never bothered me. He never, like, I gotta say this, because they was trying to pressure this man. They was trying to pressure me to seem problematic with him when he never did shit to me. I never had an issue with this guy, ever. He probably will say that too. I never had no issue with this guy. But it's funny, dog, that all of them is out here right now on the day that they thought I was going to the doctor's office, y'all. I spoke in circles just to say that. All of them is out here fixing a house that they didn't care about for months. Y'all, since March. Yeah, matter of fact, let's say it like that. This man got evicted in April. or May, my bad, hold up. This man got evicted in May because it was around my grandbaby's birthday, her 1 year birthday. She was born in May. So in May, this guy moved out. Hold up, no, he moved out way before that. I don't know. It could have been March, and if they moved him out in March, that's so disgusting, and I missed it. I think these folks actually moved out in March. I'm gonna go look at the clips because I took a look. I was talking about it on the video, on the clip. I'm gonna look at the date. So I think these people moved them out in March, and since March they have not came and fixed on this house. Since March they have not came and showed up to this house like out in the open. They've been coming in here secretly. No cars parked outside type shit. Now is so many cars parked in front of the house today that I told this program that I had a doctor's appointment because they were trying to come here today to make me sign paperwork to say, hey, Valencia, we're now going to help you keep your housing after threatening you to get out. On the same day, my folks write me some crazy shit, gaslighting, saying what I'm talking about online is why I'm going through what I'm going through. And then my Mason as baby daddy declined the request to help us get to the doctor's office today. But see, God allowed that because had he helped me, he blessed me today to get my oil change and to put my money back, put some money back towards the tuition and paying the stuff for his children that I did on my own, y'all. I would have went to that doctor's appointment today. I would have got my oil change. I would have got everything else that I needed to get for the house, and I would have been in Atlanta right now. Would have been in my house. All the times my alarm system said tampered with when I would be out at doctor's office appointments, y'all. Like the same day, this young man that's threatening custody of my granddaughter, y'all, that's related to the lady that just sued me, that's related to the lady. See, listen to this trail, y'all. I can't make this up. Listen, my goddaughter's mom is cousins with the lady that work at this housing company that I stay in, right? She's related to the lady at the housing complex and related to my granddaughter's dad. Did you hear what I just said? And that dad that said he was signing over his rights and came here with the police saying that he didn't want this baby a couple months ago, and saying that he had a new baby, he started a new life, popped up out of nowhere saying he's going to take custody from my daughter because she doesn't know how to be a mother. Mind you, I'm the one that's raising the baby. My daughter's not. So why did you choose to say that about my daughter and then doesn't know? I'm seeing a text message of him saying you're about to be homeless. How do he know that? I hadn't exposed this online yet because his auntie them told him. His auntie that was allegedly that raised him, he calls her mom, told me months ago never she said supervise the visits and do not leave that baby with him because he drink BLECH. He doesn't have a pot to piss in because they was beefing at the time. And then now months later, she calls me with her nephew, son, at 3 a.m. in the morning, right when I just got evicted from his auntie, right? When I just got sued from his auntie, right? And evicted from the other the cousin, right? That works there. His auntie is on my phone, playing on my phone 3 a.m. in the morning while I'm asleep, saying whatever issue they had with my daughter not answering the phone and not bringing the baby. Mind you, I had just picked my daughter up from his house the weekend before, from them spending time with the dad. Now next week, they're saying that she won't let him see the baby and running those games. And I said, what you mean? Hold up. First of all, didn't I just pick them? Haven't she been going there every weekend to show y'all the baby? Despite you not helping her with the baby? Despite auntie telling us to supervise the visits, that he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? And now you're saying that, oh, your daughter's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We're going to take the baby away from you. Even though I can't, I'm partially blind, so I can't, the judge won't even give me custody of the baby to help my nephew. But I'm better than you. It makes sense. Because her cousin, y'all, this not alleged. Her cousin that works at this program told him, hey, we're about to evict them. Go ahead and move in now. So that when y'all take them to court, she won't even have a pot to piss in. Like you said about your nephew. And now they all surrounding me outside. And now, they just told me today that I have a appeal appointment that I bet not miss on Monday. Because they see that I'm still at the house right now. When I told them I had a doctor's appointment that I didn't lie about. I did have a doctor's appointment today that I had to reschedule because I can't get 2 hours to Atlanta, y'all. That's why you can't give the devil too much credit. You gotta know when God, is allowing them to show they true colors. All right, y'all. So the landlord is over there. I'ma turn it. Y'all ain't even gotta do that with the camera, y'all. You see? Now watch how the blur changes, y'all. I had it over there. They was hacked into my phone just now. But I'm not trying to. I don't have nothing against the landlord. I promise you. I don't have nothing against that guy. Never bothered me. It's not even my problem. Not with him. It's with this company that literally feels like they own this house over him. That's basically what it is. So let me just take this out.
Bluetooth ready for connection.
So let's I'm finna get affirmated right now and play some affirmations real quick. You see me probably smoke my black. Let me put this out. Cause I already see why they made him come right there. I could tell. Like it's. And by the way, y'all, I'm smoking sativa right now in my car cause I always smoke in my car, y'all. Black or mild, whatever. I come in the car. So they made him come over here. They must have told him that I'm smoking on the property or something. And I'm in my car, y'all. I never smoked in my house, no matter where I live. I don't smoke in the house, y'all. But y'all know that. Some of my day ones who watch me go live, y'all know that. My choice is my car. From every car y'all saw me with, y'all noticed that I smoke in my car. Well, duh, she has children. They want me to look that bad that they stage issues. That today they was finna do something. They was gonna stage something right before the hearing on Monday so that they could use it against me. They was gonna come in here, understand what I'm saying? They was gonna come in here and stage something right before the hearing on Monday. And I keep saying the hearing is Monday. I forgot that they just corrected me today when I called to ask for the time that it's not actually a hearing. This lady is just coming here to make me sign some paperwork to give authorization for the hearing. So I'm like, oh, so I don't have a hearing on Monday. She said, no, they're just coming to your house. So make sure you be home on Monday. And I'm like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment on Monday now. Because I had an appointment today and I have an appointment on Monday. 2 separate appointments. And they keep scheduling on my doctor's appointment, y'all. Are y'all understanding this shit? Are y'all seeing the tactics? This is corrupt. They keep scheduling things on this day so that they can make sure nobody's in the house so that they could come inside the house like they've been doing. And it's not this landlord guy. It's not this guy. Like, I feel so bad. In the beginning, I felt like this guy had something to do with all of this stuff happening in the house. It's not him. It's these people. All right, let me listen to some affirmations, y'all. And I gotta use the restroom, so I'm gonna play it and let y'all stay live so that y'all can see if they come to my car and all of that. Cause they're gonna come to my car next. because they nervous with how they've been trying to intimidate me and how it's been backfiring because they see that I'm not intimidated. They see that all that's happening is that I'm exposing their fear monger tactics. All right, so they notice that I'm not ashamed of nothing they gonna do. They realize that if they do all this stuff, I'ma stream what they doing, and it's gonna get them cased up. They want everybody to live. I see why. Okay, so I was live, and while I was talking, the live ended, and I realized that the Wi-Fi connections had changed. So, wow.
Bluetooth
Okay,
connected.
let's play something for them since they want. Let's play something for them since they want to be on my live. Let's react to my notifications. Let's see what the angels want to tell them. Since they want to sit right here, and I gotta use the restroom. Okay, so the first one on my feed say people are trying to get rid of evidence. Okay, we'll do that.
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes. We'll spot you up to $200. Apply now.
I gotta use the restroom.
Chosen ones. Your cousin sits in darkness right now,
I gotta use
deleting text messages with trembling fingers while whispering prayers they haven't
let the
said
windows
since
down a little bit,
childhood.
y'all.
The evidence of their betrayal burns in the fireplace behind them, but the smoke carries confessions they can't destroy. They joined your own family in dark rituals against you, and now the regret is eating them alive because something happened 3 weeks ago that changed everything. They discovered who you really are, not the relative they grew up with, not the person they smiled at during family gatherings, but the divinely protected being whose spiritual authority makes their attempts at harm look like children throwing pebbles at a mountain. Tonight, while they scramble to destroy evidence of witchcraft and betrayal, you're about to understand why certain family members suddenly can't look you in the eye, and why the universe is orchestrating the most beautiful destruction of those who conspired against heaven's chosen. The story begins months ago, when jealousy poisoned your family's blood. Your light was getting too bright. Your victories were becoming too visible. Your blessings were exposing their lack. And instead of celebrating you, they gathered in secret. Your cousin was there, sitting in living rooms where your name was spoken with venom instead of love. They became the spy, the one who reported your movements back to the group. Every time you trusted them with your dreams, they were taking notes for your enemies. Every casual conversation was intelligence gathering for people who wanted you destroyed. The depth of their involvement goes beyond what you might imagine. Your cousin wasn't just passing information. They were actively participating in rituals designed to break your spirit. They brought personal items from your home during family visits. Things so small you'd never notice them missing. A hair from your brush, a pen you used, a photograph they copied from your social media. These items were delivered to practitioners who specialized in the kind of darkness that makes even hardened spiritual warriors pause. Your cousin watched as these items were used in ceremonies meant to poison your dreams.
So this is Astral Autumn, y'all. It say chosen ones. Cousin and regret. Wow, didn't I just tell y'all I had a fucking distant cousin say some shady shit to me today about what I'm posting online? Chosen one, cousin and regret for working with this family. People are trying to get rid of evidence. Yes, I'm gonna like this right now.
Paranoia.
Yeah.
The collaboration was specific and intentional.
Wow.
There were assignments given to each family member involved.
Wow.
Your cousin's role was to maintain trust, to be the one you'd never suspect. They perfected the art of asking innocent questions that were actually reconnaissance missions. How's your health been? Any new opportunities coming up? Still having those dreams you mentioned?
Wow.
Every answer you gave was reported back to the group, analyzed for weaknesses, and incorporated into their spiritual attacks. Those unexplained headaches you had, the creative blocks that came from nowhere, the feeling of being watched, the sudden anxiety.
Didn't I tell y'all that these people been sitting in this house, y'all, at night, every night, at a certain time, my heart pounds, y'all. The dog, and I noticed, when I started to notice, like, damn, why every time, like, you know, the same time, my chest be hurting like this. I started noticing my dog being hyper, like just running back. Either she pacing back and forth, or she may bark, like, and she's a chill dog, or my granddaughter is like crying or real energetic, won't sit down, running, flying back and forth. That's when I noticed they using that MK Ultra. This is why they in that house next door. Now they trying to pretend they fixing it up. So are you fixing it up to move this family in there right here? Are you? Because that's probably what they're gonna try to do next after this appeal. Oh, because I'm exposing too much. Because this is a huge question. Why are y'all fixing that house up instead of the one that this young lady been complaining about? That this young lady had the code enforcement come check 2 years ago that said it was so many codes, and they next door at the Mexican family house that was flattening my tires and messing with my car, that I showed them proof that man was messing with my shit, and all they did was evict him. All right.
Anxiety attacks. None of it was random. Your cousin helped orchestrate your suffering while maintaining
All they did
their
was
smile
evict
at
him and try to
Sunday
evict me
dinners.
too.
But here's what they didn't know about you. What the entire family conspiracy failed to understand. You carry bloodline protection that goes back generations. Priests and priestesses walk in your ancestral line.
Yes.
Activate when under attack. 3 weeks
This
ago,
is
when they
confirmation.
performed
That
what
post said this is confirmation.
they thought spectacular happened in stores. And in that moment of
Y'all, are y'all listening to this?
that stand guard around
They
you,
see me and go, and my mind following that God thing. I'm noticing this why these people in this program are so angry. All of the traps, things they see, traps, things they see.
the darkness reflects. The vision hasn't stopped. Versa was condemning. The very night of the ritual, your cousin woke up feeling vulnerable. Versa was condemning. The very night of the ritual, your cousin woke up feeling vulnerable. Never experienced before. Never experienced before. The darkness they had invited him to attack. The darkness they had invited him to attack.
You need to stop. Why are you trying to embarrass yourself? Why you keep talking about it in the clout case? Talking about what the brotherhood is doing. I knew
that they had defense against it. The practitioners they had worked with stopped answering their call. The other and pretenses of what they'd done. The light did immediately. Your cousin sees themselves standing before a tribunal where they're crying, feeling what you felt, experiencing the pain they helped cause. But worse than the nightmares are the waking hours when they can feel judgment approaching like a storm.
to fix this fucking house right now, which is hilarious as fuck.
Their children ask why they look so scared. Their spouse wonders why they jump at every phone notification. The paranoia they try to instill in you has become their constant companion. The physical manifestations began subtly, but have escalated rapidly. Your cousin's appearance has changed in ways that make people uncomfortable, though they can't quite articulate why. There's something in their eyes now, a darkness that wasn't there before.
So I see what happened because my landlord he just pulled off. I told you that this guy don't bother me. What happened was the thing around, walking around maybe what that was in that window. They're all pacing in front of the house right now. Even because literally just told my landlord about my they not really doing how they was finna come in my house. Because I was
nervous habits that everyone notices but no one mentions. Their hands shake when they think no one is looking. They check locks multiple times. They've started sleeping with lights on, though it doesn't help with the shadows.
thank y'all who been reaching out to me, emailing me, y'all. I do this for y'all. I'm giving y'all all of this sauce knowing that these people can come in here at night like they do. They could come while I'm asleep. Hey, listen, this energy so powerful. Tell them to go and get that shit.
The
Tell them
family
come get
members
it.
who orchestrated this conspiracy
Might
are
as well
turning
be.
on each
See,
other
look,
now.
this no fearmonger. This angelic. You might as well be kind to people and get that karma back, because you feel like you better than could get away with shit, bitch. That's the joke's really on you. That's to this brotherhood organization that's moving so disgusting like this. Y'all are disgusting, babe. These people are disgusting. I promise you. This some sad ass shit to do this to this young lady and sit back and watch her react to see what she gonna do. They literally, see, they don't like when I pull my camera out, but they've been literally posted in this house recording me. When I pull up, they run from the window type shit. Like, why? If you in the house fixing it up, why run when you see me pull up? Because there's no cars in front of the yard. Like, that's the thing. This what let me know. This what let me know. And they all packing up to go right now, y'all. Let me show you. Let me put it on me, because you can't really see their faces. Let's see if you can see. So they all packing up to leave right now. You see that? So this how I knew that somebody was in there doing corrupt shit. When I would pull up to the house, it'd be no cars out there, right? And you see 2-3 people running. You see 2-3 people running by the window. Like, hold up, it's people in there. It been like that for like 3 months, y'all. 4 months. Every time I come outside to the car, every time somebody run from by the window, they forget. Sometimes they was forgetting to turn the light off and everything in the morning time. I come out like, damn, I knew it was somebody in there. They got their light on. That shit wasn't on yesterday. See, because I remember details like that. With no cars outside. Now, since I said this shit on live, they are pulling up in the cars now. As if they just started coming here to work on the house. No, y'all been in that house for months, babe. Y'all been in that house for months. And this makes sense. I kept telling y'all that bugs, I would go somewhere and come back, it's bunch of ants all in the house. And I'm allergic to ants, y'all. This is in my history files. I got fucking paralyzed from ants biting me as a child. These people was the roaches, y'all, because they wanted me to seem like we were dirty or some shit, y'all. Every time I got rid of it, when these people got to come to my house, it's back in the house. And I'm like, man, something don't seem right. Why every time this lady come to the house, we got all these ants and shit? Because they putting them in here. And I missed it. It's not when she come, boo. It's when you leave. It's when they set you an appointment somewhere that they troll you and make you sit there. This is the reason you in the lobby for damn near 2 hours before you get to see whoever you got to see, because they're wasting your time on purpose. They're in your house, B. Yeah, y'all, I'm going to give y'all everything. I finished with you. So that's attempted M, right? Because this, this young lady is allergic to these bugs, and you putting them in her house to make her sick. You're tampering with their food, allegedly. They still ain't give me another refrigerator, y'all. I've been using the mini refrigerator for months that I bought from that lady. She tried to sue me and take it the other month, but she ended up saying she ain't want it no more after the court said that it's for us to just exchange. Give her money back, you get a refrigerator back. She said no, she can keep it, make her pay for the court costs. So they tried to make me pay her court costs for her asking them to sue me. And she said this was out to me because her cousin must have told them this. Because like I said, they are related. She said this in that Oval Office. You broke. You still got that mini refrigerator, bitch. You ain't replaced your shit yet. All the while, even though she right, in a normal situation she right, but what she don't realize is that the reason I didn't put my change together to try to get one is because, for number one, I know that they fucked with that refrigerator and that microwave, because both of them went out at the same fucking time on the same day that I got my food stamps. Yeah, when I got back from my food stamp that night, that shit caught fire, y'all. They did that. Not only that, number two is because, look, y'all, they leaving. Damn, I tried to catch that shit. So not only that, See, they all leaving. I'm getting to like they don't like to be exposed, y'all. So it stood out to me when she said that, because she right. It's been months and these people still ain't replaced the refrigerator, y'all. And they over here, it's a refrigerator. I wish I can get out and show y'all the house on the porch. It's a refrigerator outside on the porch, because moving all the stuff out and fixing it up now. It's a refrigerator, a stove. They got y'all trolling the shit out of me, because the whole joke is, bitch, yeah, this house, we gonna leave it empty for months, knowing that you asking to move into a 3-bedroom. We gonna leave this bitch empty for months, and now we gonna sit here and pull out all the stuff that you complained of not working in your house and let it just go to waste on the porch and let the rain on that shit, because that's what they did. But they care about families, right? This organization, I won't even say their name, but they care about families. But y'all stage situations like that just to prove a point about somebody. But guess what? To the angels, they look worse than me. I don't care how I look to my friends and people around me when they see these people do shit to me and have me fucked up. The angels saw that shit. They saw how they put me in that fucking predicament and sat back and laughed at that shit and continued to fucking harass me. The angels see that shit.
Just twist to lock
I'm
it
sorry,
in.
y'all.
The angle adjust.
So damn, YouTube, why you do that to me, YouTube? They stopped. They
Aged years in weeks and develop nervous habits that everyone
Okay.
notices but no one mentions. Their hands shake
All
when
right,
they think
false
no
alarm.
one is looking. They check locks multiple times. They've started sleeping with lights on, though it doesn't
So
help
you see, just like the devil, right? When you start singing praise and you start singing, thanks to God, and you start anointing, things in your path, they scatter and run. So I start playing this how you know who is who, and you know what energy is good for you. I start playing this video in the feeds, the angels threw me, and these motherfuckers left. And
The
they've
shadows
been
they see
here
move.
all day, y'all. They've been here all day.
in their peripheral vision. The family members who orchestrated this conspiracy are turning...
Yesterday they was here till about 7. So we ain't gonna say because it's about to be 5. No. Because yesterday they was working after hours out there. Okay.
on each other now. The group chat that once buzzed with plots against you sits silent.
Hold up. I must say this. Not wasn't what they doing right now when they was here yesterday. See, I wouldn't let shit because they saw me out here recording. Because I promise you, before I went live, they just kept walking back, right? This little aisle right here, they just kept walking back and forth to the back, walking back and forth, while I'm sitting on that porch right there with my black and mild. I was sitting right there on that porch, and they just kept walking by, looking at me. And I'm like, man, come on, because I was there. Said okay before it get too close to the time. Called her ahead of time. Hey, I can't make it today. I told her, listen, my body hurt too bad. I was up all night doing orders, and I'm just taking this as a sign to stay home because I can't make it. I don't have gas and stuff. I heard that he something. I didn't phone. He didn't dial no number. No, he just put the phone to his. Started talking to that person on the phone. There. That's when they was coming. Because if you're going to kind of try to do some work in the house or something like that, hit Mr. out. Wait until in the house. Now I done got rid of all those bugs in the house, y'all. Not one bug. I'll take y'all in there right now, but we got Miss Rachel playing. They did it right before they gave me the notice. What happened, they would catch us on what I could get rid of the book. Gonna come in here and mock me because I told them I would fucking listen. Last time they said they was gonna evict me, I told them I was gonna go live with the eviction. So this time they was finna mock me. and post me with roaches in my house, y'all, when they throwing all my shit outside and putting it all in the yard because a few blocks down, another person was getting put out. Like, I can't make this up. That same day, y'all, that I was supposed to get put out, a few people in this area, but mainly someone that I see all the time, was getting evicted that same fucking day. And they was throwing all their shit outside. The whole block was crowded as hell. I couldn't even turn down certain blocks, and I felt like, damn, this was a ritual. Y'all going in circles for a reason. They not only did they forge documents to try to evict me, they also did a ritual. And probably was in this house. And that's why so many people in this area was getting fucking put out that day. And it skipped me. They don't like that shit. Okay, let's keep listening to Astral Autumn.
Their soul's peace for an alliance with people who would sacrifice them without hesitation. The evidence they're all scrambling to destroy isn't just physical. They're trying to erase spiritual fingerprints. But how do you delete crimes from the Akashic
Shout out to my
records?
family members
How do
and
you burn
friends, y'all.
evidence that
Shout out to
exists
y'all.
in dimensions they can't access? What makes their situation worse is that they're starting to remember things differently. Memories they thought were solid are shifting, showing them the truth of what they participated in from a higher perspective. They remember the first time they betrayed your trust, how it felt like something died inside them. They remember the meetings where your destruction was planned, how the room felt cold despite the heat being off.
That's what
They
I just
remember
said.
handling your personal items, feeling them pulse with an energy that should have warned them to stop. These memories come unbidden during regular activities, turning mundane moments into opportunities for crushing guilt. The protection around you operates on frequencies they never understood. While they consulted with practitioners of darkness, thinking they were gaining power, you were being elevated to realms where their weapons couldn't reach. Your cousin is beginning to comprehend the magnitude of their mistake. They brought knives to a spiritual gunfight, and
I can't
worse,
make this up.
they aimed at someone whose very existence is protected by force.
I know, y'all, I want to say this because I know that my characteristic make people judge me. And I'm like in the era of trying to get people to understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that makes sense. But I get it. I'm a little animated. And this is why these people take the long road with trying to frame me to look like I'm just mentally unstable, because they know that I'm characteristic. But I promise y'all, if y'all dig deep into the stuff I'm really saying, you will see what I'm really trying to say to you. Like, this is happening to so many people with corrupt organizations that's supposed to be helping them. They do this to so many families, y'all. I can't make this up.
That predate human memory. The backfire isn't just affecting them, it's affecting everyone who participated. Your spiritual guide.
Since on that note, with everybody who participated, this organization just exposed to the elites that's researching this shit that they're affiliated with the Brotherhood organization. Oh yeah, when they did all of this at the same time, because they know the tactics that they do, and they know they do things at the same time, they showed. They didn't have to prove anything to me, my family, nobody else. It really don't matter. None of us matter. But what they did do is show their hand to their higher ups that are investigating them. That's for a fact.
Have been documenting everything from the beginning.
Yeah.
Every
Thank you,
meeting your
Father,
family held
confirmation.
against you was witnessed by beings they
All the
couldn't see.
family members, on that note, speaking on family members and friends, all the friends and family members that sent me subliminals, that left me in mud during certain tactical moments that these people staged in my life, they also showed their alliance to this corrupt organization. Oh yeah. But let's keep going.
Every ritual performed was recorded in realms
Oh, yeah.
they didn't know existed.
Oh yeah.
Every word spoken against you was written in books that will be opened
Oh,
at
yeah.
the appointed time. Your cousin is starting to sense this documentation, feeling watched not by earthly eyes but by something far more ancient and unforgiving.
Yeah.
They've started seeing movements in mirrors
See,
that
look,
don't match.
some of them tell me, they call me witches like that. That's why that message from that person stood out to me, because somebody that, you know, was supposed to be a friend had some things done to me, and I saw the karma happen to them, and they said I wished it on them, and I promise I didn't. See, this the thing. Karma is up to you, whether it's good or bad. Can't nobody, like, they could do voodoo, witchcraft, anything on you, but the jig is it comes back to them. That's the real truth. It goes back to them. So these rituals and all of these ceremonies, they hold for people on the list to try to gain energy from them, because I told y'all in my last live last night that this allegedly, because most of these people on the list is on this list for organ harvesting. The goal is to document, put them on this experiment. It's like a clinical trial, because they're harvesting. They're monitoring, they're documenting what can happen when it's powerful. That's energy is the most valuable necessity, or just the most important gesture we have, y'all. Like, energy was the first currency, y'all. Before money, before we cut the oak trees down. Energy, the exchange. That's why these tribes did that like that. They was so spiritual. They knew that exchanging things with it. Can I say this so people can understand? It's a package deal. The energy comes with the organ. That's all I'm gonna say. The energy was so to them, was so valuable to them.
Strange things are happening to all the conspirators. Business deals that seem certain are collapsing.
Because if it was the opposite, they would be kind instead, because they feel like they're more superior. You get $1. We're not stopping nothing for you. We're giving you everything. Oh God, because we're studying you. But instead, they become obsessed and hateful towards you, because they see you carry traits that they could never have, even if they take it from you.
Health issues are manifesting from nowhere. Relationships that seem solid are crumbling without explanation. Your cousin watches this systematic dismantling with the horrible realization that attacking you was like attacking the sun for shining.
Oh yeah.
The sun doesn't need to retaliate. It simply continues being itself, and those who try to extinguish it burn from their own foolishness. The financial consequences have been particularly striking. Money they thought was secure has vanished through unexpected expenses. Investments that seemed solid have crumbled. Job opportunities that were promised have evaporated. Your cousin watches their bank account drain while yours fills, understanding finally that they tried to steal blessings that were divinely ordained for you. Every dollar they spent on dark work against you has cost them 100 in return. The prosperity they tried to block from reaching you has been redirected away from them entirely. The scramble to destroy evidence has become almost comical in its desperation. Your cousin burns papers at 3 a.m., not realizing the smoke itself carries the confession. They delete digital conversations, not understanding that everything exists in quantum fields beyond their reach. They try to gaslight family members about events everyone remembers, making themselves look unstable in the process.
So I read in the comments, Amadia said, you cannot stop the will of God. Divine justice, public exposure, restitution, God's wrath for all involved. And I agree.
The cover-up has become more damaging than the original crime. Their laptop contains folders within folders of screenshots, recordings and documents related to the conspiracy against you. Each file they delete seems to replicate somewhere else. Cloud backups they forgot about.
I agree 100-fold.
Versions on servers, screenshots in other people's phones. The digital trail they thought they could erase has become a web they can't untangle. Your cousin spends hours trying to track down every piece of electronic evidence, but for every one they find, 2 more seem to surface. Technology itself has become their enemy, preserving what they desperately need destroyed. What terrifies your cousin most is that they can feel you know. Not the details maybe, but the truth of it. They see it in your unshakable peace despite the storms they tried to create. They feel it in your continued rise despite their attempts to bury you. Your success in the face of their sabotage is the greatest evidence of your divine backing, and it torments them.
I like
every
what this
waking
person
moment.
just said. He said it's too late. Stupid humans don't understand that delete is just a word. That's so deep, it says so many things. Because you can't delete, like you can't delete someone. You just can't. Even if you do delete them, you actually just tormented your soul.
They rehearse apologies they'll never have the courage to deliver,
That's
knowing that some...
like, to the people who live corrupt like that, you are very brave. We should give you guys bravery trophies, because you guys are so brave to go against the universe. Fuck me and you, to go against the universe and its angels that's surrounding them. Just go ahead, because they don't have free will. They're speaking about the angels. Say, where's your God? To get oh no, they're gonna let you. That moment, like I was talking about last night, when I was a caregiver, I had a patient that was allegedly an Eastern Star. Her husband was a Freemason. I'm saying alleged just so I won't get sued, but I have a reason why I know that they were a part of this alliance, y'all, with the trophies, memorabilia, his ring, and all of that, and plus Miss Nancy. And I feel like she's passed over now, so I waited this long to say this. But Miss Nancy probably wanted me to talk about it when I was her caregiver. Oh yeah, she was sad when they had to move her to different systems and whatever. She said she was fine with her caregivers that she had. But pretty much, this lady literally said in her last days that this corrupt organization, right, in her own words, this corrupt organizations have hurt so many people and harmed so many people. And oh my God, this is bad. It's like she's in and out of rims at this point when we used to talk. Like you could tell that she transcend too, because she was able to have generations after her justify her in their ways, because that's the real way to repent, right? So because it's all about the deeds you send down to your next generations or whoever God appointed you to be there for, like as a villager. When you disregard that village that he gave you, then that follows your aura. But when you make sure you protect and take care of anybody in your path, because that's your village, you bless yourself. It's like justifying you for God. It's showing God, like he's looking like, oh, okay, that one, she learned something from you. There's no money. There's no actual deeds we write down, bitch. It's what you write down in your aura field, bitch. So Miss Nancy, pretty Nancy that looked like my grandma, used to be in and out of rims, or we just call it dementia, y'all, because she was in and out of her dementia. When she would come into her right mind, oh, this is bad. Oh, Valencia, you're a good, like the stuff this lady would say made me have goosebumps. But now I realize what Miss Nancy was trying to say. Oh yeah, the angels see everything. Be courageous, like she would say to me. Be brave. Like when I'm leaving one day, she just said it to me one day. Be brave. You're beautiful, or some shit. I can't even remember how she said it. But I thought about that shit the whole way down to my hotel. I was like, why did she say that? Out of nowhere too. And she was smiling because I had just finished getting her back into her bed from brushing her hair and reading to her. And she said that little shit to me. Because this lady overheard her family members. Look, they think dementia. You know what? I ain't gonna get into that. I was gonna be shady because they said grandma had dementia when she really didn't. Because she told me one day she was pretending. Oh yeah, so a lot of these people that they say have dementia really be pretending. A lot of them, not all of them. But maybe they thought Miss Nancy was having her dementia moments and felt like it was okay to speak about the caregiver that was on her way. This is what I feel like this, y'all, because the stuff she would say as if she knew that her folks was finna fuck me over and do something to me at her house. I can't get into that too much with Miss Nancy, but I believe she's guiding her husband. Yeah.
The other family members involved are starting to distance themselves from your cousin, sensing they might be the weakest link. Trust among spiritual attackers is non-existent, and your cousin realizes they're being positioned as the fall guy.
Thank you, Nancy.
The very people they betrayed you for are now ready to throw them under any bus to save themselves. The isolation is suffocating. They can't talk to anyone about what they're experiencing, because admitting their participation means exposing themselves to consequences they're not ready to face. Phone calls that used to be returned immediately now go to voicemail. Text messages are left on read. Social media connections are quietly severed. Your cousin watches their support system evaporate, realizing that the family bonds they thought were strengthened through shared conspiracy were actually transactions that ended the moment risk appeared.
The lady was called, I keep thinking about Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy was calling the other girls my name. Because I had to relieve one girl that was there one day. I was running behind y'all. I had 2 jobs at that time, whatever I was going through. But I had to relieve someone that had to leave early. And I was falling behind from the time I told her I could help her. But my shit wasn't until like 11 that night. So I really was taking my time. But the girl that was coming out, she said, girl, finally, she keep calling you. She said, you Valencia, right? And I just laughed. I took my jacket off, but because it was cold, I was taking all my layers off, just smiling at Miss Nancy when I got in there. I said, Miss Nancy, you were calling them people Valencia? She said, ha, 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 ha. I thought it was you. Like, the lady was trying to protect me. The lady was trying to protect me, y'all.
They've discovered that darkness doesn't create loyalty. It creates temporary alliances that dissolve.
How did she know this stuff? I know the guy, if he ever run across my video, how did she know that?
Your cousin can't explain the constant fatigue, the way food has lost its taste, the feeling of being watched even when alone. Doctors find nothing wrong, but your cousin knows better. They're experiencing the somatic response to spiritual warfare, except they're on the losing side of a battle they initiated. Their body is rejecting the darkness they invited in, fighting a war on a cellular level that medicine can't detect or treat. If this message resonates with your spirit right now, hype this video so more chosen ones can discover this truth. The validation you've been seeking is encoded in these words, and others walking this path need to hear it.
Yes,
the children
I like
in
that.
the family have started having dreams too. Innocent mouths speak truths that make the conspirators' blood run cold. Your cousin's own children ask questions that cut to the bone. Why can't we visit that cousin anymore? Why do you look so sad when their name comes up? Why is there a shadow following you, parent? Children see through veils that adults have learned to accept. And they're...
Hold up, that is crazy. Because somebody, I get what you didn't tell me though, babe. I had another family member say this to me. It's obvious that they feel bad with what they said, but I keep that personal between me and you.
Observations are becoming evidence that can't be destroyed or denied. Your cousin's children have started experiencing things that can't be explained away. Night terrors that involve the same figures your cousin sees in their own dreams. Imaginary friends who whisper things about family secrets.
Father, forgive them.
Drawings that depict scenes from rituals they couldn't possibly know about. Your cousin realizes...
See, the thing is, they don't know these people that they tied to that was hating and saying things about me and making them do things to me and making them, like, they didn't realize that these people were in these corrupt organizations. I really believe this about a certain few people. Like, a lot of them just, they in the lodge. They go into these meetings, they go to their parties. A lot of them been doing that. But some of my folks, this is why I stay to myself though. A lot of my folks don't realize their spouses and they lovers that's targeting them too is making them do things to me, y'all. So I don't take personal, y'all.
With growing horror that their choices have infected their bloodline, that the darkness they invited in doesn't respect boundaries of age or innocence.
Like,
they've not only destroyed their own peace, but have potentially cursed their lineage.
as me, babe.
Your elevation during this period has been divinely orchestrated. Every door they tried to close
what
has
if these
opened
tactics,
wider.
hold on man, I gotta say this. What if these tactics that I talk about that's happening to me, what if it happened to somebody close to them, y'all, or them? Then what they gonna say then? I really want to know the answer to that. Like, I really do. So anybody watching this video, if y'all see it, whenever you see it, please answer that question for me. Somebody, people who call people like me crazy, paranoid, schizophrenic, like straight to the point with the label, whatever, bipolar, person that crazy, nutcase, whatever. Understand that this could happen to you. Understand that the same things I'm talking about, it could make you seem paranoid, schizophrenic, just like the word, right?
Every opportunity they tried to steal has multiplied. Every blessing they
Hold on,
tried
y'all,
to
let me
block
go.
has intensified. Your cousin watches
Can't
your
leave
rise
my
with the
car
bitter knowledge
on,
that they
like,
could have risen with you if they had
let's
chosen
turn it
loyalty
around
over
so
jealousy.
in case they
The blessings
about to
you would
walk.
have shared freely are now yours alone because they removed themselves from your blessing circle through betrayal. The synchronicities in your life have become undeniable. Everything falls into place for you with an ease that defies logic. Meanwhile, your cousin experiences the opposite. A series of unfortunate events that seem orchestrated by the same force that orchestrates your blessings. They've started to understand that the universe itself has taken sides, and they chose to stand against the side that the universe favors. Every good thing that happens to you feels like salt in their wounds, not because they don't want you to succeed anymore, but because they realize they could have been part of that success. The timeline of exposure is accelerating. What they thought they could hide for years is surfacing in weeks. Conversations they thought were private are being overheard. Documents they thought were destroyed are being discovered. Digital footprints they thought were erased are being recovered. Your cousin watches this exposure unfold with the helplessness of someone watching a car crash in slow motion, unable to stop what they set in motion. The spiritual debt accumulating doesn't disappear with apology.
Your cousin is learning that I'm sorry doesn't erase crimes. The universe operates on restoration,
Let
not
me
just
flip it
words.
back this way so
What was taken
some
must be
crazy
returned
shit.
with interest. What was destroyed must be rebuilt at their expense. The energy they stole must be regenerated from their own reserves. They're beginning to understand the true cost of their choices.
So that's my daughter just put her right. So I told y'all that her friends that she stay with, they live in the same program that I'm in. And for some reason, here we go with the signs I told you. This is how you could tell who is being incorporated with your target, who they're sending to do things to you. So this is they just brought my daughter here, right? What I caught them without saying too much about my daughter's business, just keep it on the target and young. I noticed that when important things would happen, like food stamp stopping or housing, something like with resources or authority figure people do to me, they hustle my daughter. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, they would make her feel bad for certain things to make her spend money, just like the tactics they do to me. Make her spend money. So now she's here. Look like they sent her here to come get something. Yep. You okay? What's that?
No, it's my shoes. It's my shoes and stuff. And I'm giving her.
Yeah, we'll be careful.
I'm being. I'll come back.
Please be careful. All right, love you. So she just went out with a bag full of stuff. So she must have. They done sent her to come get some food. So look, she don't have to do that. See, the thing is, my daughter know that I'm not gonna let people hustle her. So she knew if she showed me that food or whatever she got in that bag under that stuff, I would have said, babe, don't ever let people hustle you like that. Because I tell you, when I was having that issue with my food stamps, these friends that just dropped my daughter off, told my daughter that she never got food. Mind you, she lived with them, right? She never, as in they saying what we buy her, what we send her over there is not enough, right? So you're asking me to give $150 worth of food while you over there. I say, baby girl, you know I'm gonna be there for you. I said it in a different way, but I'm saying like this. You know I'm gonna be there for you. But I'm not here to let your friends hustle me. Let alone sit here and watch them hustle you. See, you grown, you gonna do what you gonna do, but you're not gonna let them hustle me. Then boom, big fight break out. The friend saying this and that. I send the girl money. Her money gone the next day. The people done stole this. Like, I'm just saying random shit. And it makes sense. Because the only friends she have issues with is the ones that live in this program that I'm getting to it, y'all. I'm trying to prove a point. Her other friends are more positive. See, I hate this thing about us on the spectrum. Like, my daughter gotta like try to prove herself to people too much, and I hate that about her. I told her, be yourself, don't worry about what the fuck they say, because they putting you in situations, boo, to where those same friends calling her homeless when she not homeless yet. Like, you get it? Like, they trying to make us homeless, but the friends that live in this program, because they mamas probably talk about me, of course, like, oh, that girl, I heard she about to get evicted, because like I said, this is a small ass town. The baby daddy is related to the lady that's in my housing program, and they also, the people that she with, the friends she with, know her baby daddy. So you get what I'm trying to say? I'm proving the fucking point. Man, who do you go to when authority figures are corrupt too? Here we go, y'all.
And it's a price they'll be paying for lifetimes.
I agree.
Each day brings new revelations about the depth of their mistake.
I agree.
They're starting to understand that they didn't just attack you, they attacked your purpose, your destiny, your divine assignment. And in attacking these things, they set themselves against the very force that orchestrates reality. Your cousin is beginning to grasp that they've made an enemy of the universe itself, and that's a war that can't be won, only survived with whatever grace might be offered. Family members who weren't involved in the conspiracy are starting to piece things together.
Yeah.
Strange comments make sense now. Weird behaviors have context.
Like, I remember when you said that thing about V or Boo, whatever y'all call me, they're gonna start seeing these things, which a lot of people are already noticing. You're gonna start noticing why certain things played out, especially coming from loved ones. Why the fuck did they say this, and why did they do this? Because everything is being exposed. I promise y'all. I promise you.
Puzzle is assembling itself without
I'm thanking
anyone
my folks,
consciously putting
everybody
it
that
together,
trolled me.
and your
Thank
cousin
y'all.
sees the picture emerging with crystal clarity. It's a portrait of betrayal, so complete that when it's fully revealed, there will be no recovery, no return to how things were.
God bless all
Unexpected
y'all.
people are starting to ask questions.
Thank you.
Neighbors who noticed strange visitors, friends who overheard partial phone conversations,
all that.
co-workers who've observed the dramatic change in your cousin's demeanor. The circle of awareness is expanding, and your cousin can feel the walls closing in. They've started preparing cover stories, but lies required consistency, and the stress has fractured their ability to keep their stories straight. Your cousin's attempts to reconnect with spiritual protection are being rejected. The same forces they consulted for darkness won't accept their repentance. They've marked themselves with frequencies that repel light, and now they're discovering you can't simply wash off spiritual allegiances like temporary tattoos. Some choices create permanent alterations to your energetic signature, and they've signed themselves into a category that lightworkers instinctively avoid.
Prayer feels hollow now when it once brought comfort. Your cousin kneels beside their bed trying to reconnect with the divine protection they abandoned, but the words feel like ash in their mouth. They can sense that their prayers hit a ceiling, unable to penetrate the barrier they created through their choices. The spiritual isolation is perhaps the worst punishment of all, worse than the nightmares, worse than the fear, because it's the recognition that they've separated themselves from the source of all healing and redemption through their own actions. The knowledge that earthly justice might also be involved has added another layer to their terror. What started as family betrayal has tentacles reaching into areas that attract official attention. Your cousin realizes they didn't just commit spiritual crimes, they may have crossed legal lines in their enthusiasm to destroy you. The protection around you extends to earthly matters too. Documents surface at the right time, witnesses appear with perfect timing, evidence presents itself in undeniable ways. The psychological toll has become unbearable. Your cousin can't trust their own thoughts anymore. Every idea feels potentially poisoned by the darkness they invited in. They second guess every decision, wondering if they're being influenced by the forces they partnered with. The paranoia they tried to instill in you has become their constant companion, whispering doubts and fears that multiply in the darkness of their guilt. Their marriage is suffering under the weight of secrets they can't share. Their spouse knows something is
Yeah, I
wrong,
was
but
keeping
doesn't know
a
what.
camera like that, hoping y'all see the activity that I be seeing behind me. Cause I used to park the other way, y'all, when I go live, so y'all could really see. Cause it get real crump when I'm live. But it's really clear. It's nobody across the street. It's nobody parked on my yard. Nothing. Like, it's totally opposite from what it would normally be when I'm sitting out here smoking or just meditating, going through my notification with the videos. Like when I'm not live, these people like will flood this shit. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I promise you, I have to ignore them and put my headphones on, because sometimes they will really be saying distracting shit to me while I'm sitting out here saying broke ass bitch, all that. I can't make this up, y'all. And I'm telling you, I don't know none of these people. That's why I just told my baby, please be careful, because she don't realize a lot of these people being sent in to her. I see it, but she don't.
Identity. Watching their closest relationship deteriorate.
When people could tell that my kids, little mama had the dry skin came from, I heard so many crazy things. And then this campaign was towards my daughter, y'all, because I never seen a dream. I hang around these friends, y'all, these and the ones that fight to drink, y'all, and the ones that fight to drink, y'all. The baby statistic in the, and people said that my daughter, she literally asked these questions. Mom, did I her not talk? Like, is it my she by 6 months, right? 7 months. Most, you know, like my daughter walked at 19 months. My oldest and my youngest one walked at 7 months. So to the people who said that I caused it, because I had those same, if I'm making sense to y'all, I had these same shady comments from people like what she's getting right now with my girls, with both of them, because I had one that seemed delayed and one that seemed too advanced, but both of them acted the same. And now my grandbaby acts just like them. And having those friends say this to her, I'm trying to get to the point of where, because we're all being studied, y'all. We're all being studied. And to the jailhouse that told my daughter that she wasn't autistic, so he's trying to say she's maybe schizophrenic or bipolar, because it's obvious she has an issue. They baptized her, right? But said it's not autism, you possessed type shit, right? Lets me know they campaigning so many other things, especially that Krishan Rock thing, because they're saying I like she was drinking. I say acting like, because she really wasn't drinking when she was get this random cup. I believe she was drinking water or apple juice and all that and trolling people. And then the campaign, well, I said it wrong, this corrupt organization that works amongst entertainment, you name it, because the main goal is organ harvesting. This corrupt organization campaigned her and mocked her and said, hey, because it's all about money. They hate when you make money off stuff and troll stuff. So they trolled her. I guess it's another read, y'all. I wasn't prepared for this. They mocked her and trolled her and said that she was the cause of her baby being autistic. I'm sorry, allegedly, because I've never heard he was autistic. I just think he is. I think he's level 3, to be exact. Because this happened to my granny. This something that traumatized. See, these brotherhood boys that targeted my granny for my mother's genes and my grandmother's inherited genes she inherited from her mom. these folks told my mom and the family when she was born with salmonella, because she's autistic too, she just don't know, right? They told my mom her condition was because of my grandma drinking. Ooh. My grandmother lived to her last day on this rim before she transcended with that on her heart, thinking she was the cause, and she was never the cause. When we talking about genetic mutations, anything can happen. Because think about it, we got children that survive Holocaust, you know. Environmental things enhance. It's like you can't catch autism. I mean, environmental things, allegedly environmental situations and stressors can enhance what you already got, but you already got it. You didn't cause it. So granny, this for you, you didn't cause her issues. Oh no, it was a genetic mutation that caused it, and those environmental things that maybe you did or didn't do enhance what was already there. So to the Krishans and to my daughter and to people like me, you didn't cause their autism, babe. Even though situational things and environmental factors happen, it wasn't your fault. And again, here we go, to give a disclaimer, I do not think that Krishan Rock drunk a sip of liquor when she was carrying that baby. I think she was trolling the internet. I think she had apple juice. I said I think. This my feeling. I think she was trolling people, because you know we do anything for fucking clout. When the internet says, hey, this is the video we will promote, sorry, YouTube, stop doing that lame shit. You won't make people do, because you're the cause too. You're the cause. You only allow certain things to go viral, and then you make people go back to the algorithm, to the fucking analyst part of their fucking content to see which ones is getting promoted, which ones is getting views, and then, oh, I gotta do this some more. Oh God, they thought I was, I'm getting so many interactions off that video, maybe I should do it again. I'm gonna put apple juice in the bottle, blue, bitch. I'm gonna drink and make people think I'm doing it, but I'm really not. Now a few months later, you have your baby and the baby showing signs of autism. Now, bitch, you drunk. Sorry, y'all, dude, I'm doing too much.
Pressure of unspoken truth. Sleep offers no escape.
All that for what? To hide the fact that this girl being campaigned online because they got a team back on her genetics with that baby.
Because the dream
Allegedly.
realm has become a courtroom where they're forced to witness their crimes from your perspective. They feel what you felt.
Oh yeah, they feel this. Because did I tell y'all that half of the people that's being targeted are being targeted for their genes and their genetics, their genetic mutations. So a lot of these celebrities and entrepreneurs and creators online are also being targeted too. Oh, I thought you should know.
Experience what you experienced, but with the added torment of knowing they caused it. These dreams leave them exhausted, aging rapidly from the stress of experiencing both sides of the betrayal simultaneously. Your cousin has aged years in months, and people comment on how different they look, how tired they seem, how something indefinable has changed. The family dynamics have shifted permanently. Even those who don't know the full story sense the disturbance in the family field. Gatherings feel different, conversations are strained. Your absence or presence carries weight that everyone feels but can't explain. Your cousin knows they're responsible for this discord. They've damaged something that might take generations to repair, all for gains that have turned
Brother, that boy told my baby, you made my baby SLOW. Oh God, so you're calling your baby SLOW. That's what you're saying, because she damn sure ain't make her like advanced how she is, that she has a processing issue, bitch, when she talking gestures, and you said that she's not talking like your niece. Although she's your new baby is at an age that she was walking already and he's not walking yet. So what's the problem? What, like, if you're gonna call her SLOW because she's not talking, she's, you know, but don't blame mom. That was your feeling. So at this point, little daddy don't even need to be around the baby, because if you can't take her mom being on the spectrum, babe, and you hate her so much because she's on the spectrum, you're not gonna like your baby, because you're deflecting your daughter already by calling it, saying, hey, your mom's the reason you're SLOW. Not, oh, you're not SLOW, baby girl, you're different. People show you in actions how they feel about you.
The ash in their hands. Family photographs have become instruments of torture. Your cousin can't look at pictures from before the betrayal
Oh yeah,
without feeling them.
because they too heavy into the campaign and they're distracted. This go for any situation that's being composed by this corrupt organization. The family and members, the friends, the company, the support systems, all of them, they are distracted by the campaigning. This is what's going on. This is why things are getting swept on the rugs. This is why things are not being exposed. This is why people are stuck into a frenzy, because they're being fucking distracted by the campaigning that these intelligent people, that these massa boys stage so well.
Weight of what they've destroyed. Images of family gatherings where you smile together now mock them with the evidence of relationships that can never be restored.
Yeah.
They've started removing these photos from display, but the empty spaces on the walls speak
Because
louder
I
than
like
the
what
images
you, I
that-
like that because of things that I said. That's why I tell a lot of people that I meet that tell me that they feel like they're being targeted to you know, just justify yourself and talk about it. You can go see a therapist, but make sure you tell actual people too. I say this because it actually justifies you when future things happen that coincide with whatever you said. Like, hold up, damn, she did say that, or he did show me this one day. Like, okay, so now you just, because the truth always prevail, y'all. The truth will expose itself.
But did. The universe has started sending them messages through unexpected channels. Random conversations include warnings. Books fall open to relevant passages. Songs on the radio speak directly to their situation. Your cousin can't escape the feeling that...
Hold up, let's do this songs. Hopefully they don't stop it right now. So, let's read Psalms 91 on that note. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the foul snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you. Let me turn my brightness up, y'all. I literally be having my brightness all the way down because I have like, I can't really see when it's bright like that sometimes. But when I'm reading, I need some glasses. Okay, you will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will come not near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on my name. I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him with honor. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation.
That reality itself has become a messenger, delivering notice that their time is up. The grace period has ended. The consequences are no longer approaching. They've arrived. Even nature seems to have turned against them.
Right.
Birds gather ominously
This is
outside.
universal alignment. When you throw off frequencies, it's like this. I said this so many times. When you go against universal alignment, it taunts your aura in a way that's the reason when you get the karma, it seems so severe, because it's just not somebody doing some type of karma reversal thing to you. This is the universe giving back what you gave.
At their windows, animals react strangely to their presence. Plants in their home wither despite proper care. Your cousin recognizes these as signs, as the natural world reflecting the spiritual discord they've created. They've become somewhat...
It's best to just walk by in this alignment. It's best for people to walk by themselves, y'all, and not join alliances, because then you want to be worried about tying yourselves to things they do, the karmic energies that they. Because when you in the same vicinity as somebody, just like two women on their menstruals, they can get it at the same time. You're gonna get that shit at the same time with them. And that's why they say be careful who you mate with, be careful with who you accompany with, be careful who you spend with, be careful who you buy things from. Like, you get tied allegedly to their energy, which means you may get some of their karma when they get it. Like I said, the menstrual cycle, you might be in Miami, they may be in Florida, y'all in sync enough to have y'all menstrual the same day. You may get that karmic tie at the same time. Yeah.
That even nature recognizes as corrupted, and this recognition adds another layer to their isolation. Your cousin has started seeing signs of your true identity everywhere. Synchronicities that point to your protection.
And everything you ever said, this is why I tell people to speak your mind, say things. You never know who needs to hear what you got to say. But when we talk about justifying situations that always come to pass, when you put it out in energy.
Numbers that confirm your divine backing. Events that demonstrate your untouchable status. Each sign is another nail in the coffin of their peace. Another reminder that they attacked someone who was never truly vulnerable to their weapons. The recognition of who you really are.
Now, because it's like when you going against angels in the realm that's protecting somebody, your battle is not really with them. Even if you win, your battle was really with that universal tie to them.
Their daily torment.
I thought the brotherhood should know.
Obsessively, looking for some way to reverse what they've done. They read about karma.
See, like to this a message, disclaimer to my personal friends and family, people who know me that hear me talk like this. My battle ain't with you. Like, I don't have nothing against you. I'll salute you if I see you. See, my battle is with this corrupt organization that ruined my whole life and initiated some of my family members to go against me or just ignore me. Some of them don't even bother me, but that's the thing. They watch me struggle and not do a goddamn thing. And that's when I know who they are for the deeds and the blessings they have for me. Because we ain't got to do a goddamn thing, but alignment is alignment. That's
about
universal.
The consequences of attacking the divinely protected.
Oh yeah.
Every source confirms what they already know in their bones. Some actions can't be undone, some betrayals can't be forgotten, and some attacks trigger responses that can't be stopped once initiated. Your cousin is discovering that they've triggered something ancient and unstoppable. The other conspirators have gone completely silent now. Phone numbers have been changed, meetings have been cancelled. Everyone is in self-preservation mode, hoping that distance might somehow protect them from the consequences. Your cousin realizes they've been abandoned by the very people they betrayed you for. The alliance that seems so powerful has evaporated like morning mist. It has become physically visible. Their vitality has drained. Their light has dimmed. People ask if they're sick, if they need help, if something terrible has happened. They try to blame stress, work, life, but inside they know it's the weight of betrayal eating them from within. The guilt has become a cancer that no medicine can cure because it exists in dimensions that doctors can't examine. Your cousin has started having physical reactions to anything connected to you. Your name makes their stomach turn. Your photograph makes their hands shake. Even thinking about you too long brings on headaches that medication can't touch. Their body has developed an allergic reaction to their own guilt, and since the guilt is constant, so is the physical distress. They've become a prisoner in their own body, tortured by their own nervous system's response to what they've done. The spiritual backlash has started affecting their bloodline. Generational curses they activated are manifesting in their children's lives. Unexpected illnesses, behavioral changes, night terrors about shadows, all of it traceable back to the moment they chose to attack Heaven's chosen. Your cousin realizes their choices have created consequences that will ripple through generations, affecting innocent souls who had no part in the conspiracy.
And then you renege your connection to the lineage that you were assigned to. This the jig with people when you go against your own folks. This to the tribes before us. Shit, it ain't start with you. This started I'm talking about way before segregation, when our folks was tricked off of being loving and kind to their own. This is like modern day times now. People do the same shit. What they failed is you probably need that initiation in another realm now, because you just called yourself out. You just aligned yourself with someone else. You decided to go against your own kind instead of enlightening them and lifting them up and doing critical situations that the enemy caused for them. Like the Trail of Tears, you had certain tribes that probably could have helped each other. They all probably could have ganged up for each other, but they were so intimidated by these foreigners. This is the same thing that's happening in modern day times. We so are afraid of these colonizers, these foreigners that still roam these mountains, y'all, and these cities and these towns, making it bad, like a corporation having ties to this brotherhood, right? Making them look bad. Then that's what they do to each other. You make yourself look bad, even when you plastering your neighbor or your loved one. Even when the dirt is on them, it looks bad on you because you did it. Even if you ain't caused it, you ain't do a damn thing. Like I said about my folks that watch me go through shit and say, aha, where's her God now? As if you're happy to see it all go down. Instead of, oh, hold up, you get a lift, you get a fucking lift. It explains the ties.
The final revelation is approaching, and your cousin can feel it like pressure in the atmosphere before a storm. They don't know
God
when or
said,
how.
never ask the enemy for help. They will only give you toxicity. I keep feeling like toxins. Like everything is toxic about anything they're going to do for you. Anything they give you, even if it's material things, even if it's money, it's toxic blessings. Like you got good blessings, then you get toxic blessings, because you know the devil was the birth of toxic blessings, because he blesses children, but he give them toxic blessings. And you see God give us natural blessings, and it don't come in material form, it come in favor. It's a big difference. So these people get life misconstrued, and when they second guess and say, oh, well, where's your fruit? Because you don't have a 401k, that means you ain't been saving, you ain't been working. Well, really, they've been spiritually working, something you probably never knew about, because you can't buy that shit with the money you talk about. This to my folks.
But they know it's coming. The complete
Shout out
exposure.
to my folks. I
The
love
moment
y'all.
when all masks fall and everyone sees the truth. They've started preparing for this apocalypse. But how do you prepare for the complete destruction?
Father, hold up. That's confirmation. See, look. They laugh when they see shit go down and feel confident when they see their situations clear up. We all trying to survive. And that's the reason why our folks turned their backs on each other back then. But see, we do it now because we don't know no better. Like resources and times, we've evolved. Things is not like it was before. Our opinions matter so much more that we could shut shit down with just our voice, with just saying something. Hey, I don't like this shit. All of us don't like this shit. Okay. Oh, well, but see, we don't have time for that shit. We too busy living life, right? This miserable people talk like this. I know. Shout out to my folks, right? See, look, y'all join alliances with these people that went against your folks before you. That's when the joke's really on you.
Of the false self you presented to the world. They've started writing confession letters they'll never send. Pages and
See, I be
pages
wanting
of
to be the
admissions.
peacemaker because I've been like this my whole life. I be trying to say, what's on my mind because I feel angelic at times. But see, look, then I stoop low when the devil and his minions make me feel bad for things that I know I'm right about. But then I say, hey, don't blame yourself. You can't, it's like teaching a person to fish, right? You teach them to fish and that's it. I done fed you for your whole life. I taught you how to get it. Say that shit, but don't try to gaslight somebody and call them crazy. I'm speaking in codes for a reason, because we got so many people discrediting folks like me that talk like this, that talk heavy about these, I'm about to say it, these brotherhood boys, y'all. Not realizing they've been targeting your whole family. And certain people don't realize that shit because they so distracted. Like I said earlier in the live, we get so distracted with the campaigning. You get so distracted with the trendy things that is distracting you from the campaigning that's happening to you, so you won't see that this shit is campaign to begin with. It's players to this shit. But then they get a blessing or two, and it's like devil poison fruit, and then feel like, okay, we got to keep doing this shit, just like the algorithm push that shit. I hate this, what you should talk about. Now you getting roasted like some Krishan shit. Sorry, y'all.
Explanations and
it's the
apologies that will
program.
never reach you because they know words can't undo what they've done. These letters become a form of self-torture, forcing them to articulate the full extent of their betrayal. Each word written is another acknowledgement of the relationship they destroyed,
Right.
the trust they shattered, the love they traded for temporary alliance with darkness.
See,
The irony that burns
I
them most is
would
that
rather be, hold on, Astro Autumn. I would rather be crazy than oblivious to facts. Oh, let me tell y'all, to the people that like to campaign mental health and discredit what people say when they really need to listen to what the fuck they saying because it could affect them in the next room. Bitch, listen, I'd rather be crazy than oblivious to shit that angels gonna have to remind your ass of when you ain't, I ain't gonna be nowhere around the next time you hear that shit. Like, oh shit, that crazy bitch tried to tell me this.
you've shared your blessings freely.
Claim it and receive it.
Your nature is generous, abundant, willing
Thank
to
you, Father.
elevate others with you.
Thank you.
But they wanted to take rather than receive,
Yeah,
to steal
I just
rather
said
than
that.
be
Thank you,
gifted,
Father.
to destroy rather
Claim and
than
receive it.
celebrate. Now they watch from the shadows as everything meant for collective elevation becomes solo ascension.
This is
because
universal
they removed
alignment.
themselves from your blessing circle
This
through
needed to
betrayal.
happen.
Your
Everything.
cousin now understands that some crimes leave marks that bleach won't wash away, and fire won't consume.
Because it taint you.
They're discovering that when you
aligns to
conspire
your
against
aura
a chosen
field.
one, you
That's
sign
why
a
I say they
contract
taint
with
they aura.
consequences
That
that
bitch attracts
compound
to
with
you
interest.
thick like glue.
The very weapons they used against you have become the instruments of their own destruction. The spells they cast have reversed. The intentions
Right.
they set have inverted. The energy they sent
See,
has
I spoke
returned
of
with
in
a
this
force
live
that
earlier of the ritual they've been doing and surrounding the incidents that they set up for me, like the eviction. Like it's boomeranging on them because I'm protected. I'm spiritually protected. Things only happen when God wants it to happen, when it's gonna favor me in any situation, and they can't. This program, they've been having a hard time, without pissing them off too much. They've been having a hard time just ultimately setting me up, even when they do set me up, because they notice that the traps are reversing on them, that they have to let go at times. Like when they took my girls, things were happening to the alliance and their family members, and they had to release my kids to me. Yeah, I saw how most of these program people that were assigned to me would tell me personal things about their families when I would have these traumatic issues set up in my life maybe they didn't know about, but it was coming from their organization, and I would feel bad and pray for them. And that's when the angels allowed that shift for them, and most of them that were spiritual saw that shit and remained kind to me after that. But then they would lose their jobs, they would lose their, I would see them the next time and we would have a conversation, and they would just give me those dreamy eyes and hug me sometime, and in the midst of it say it was all worth it. I lost my job because I didn't such, or I lost that business, or I just, but I have integrity without saying that shit. But then it showed me so much shit, y'all. Like so many people are involved with this, that everybody, YouTube, if you help me out, everybody needs to know this. Big facts.
that's destroying everything they built on the foundation of your intended destruction. The protection around you isn't passive, it's aggressive in its defense. Your cousin has learned this the hard way. Every attack triggered a counterattack they didn't see coming.
Oh yeah, because when they would do these rituals, they would notice that it skips me in real time, like no matter what it is, and it boomerang back to them. Some of them are trying to put me in car accidents to where plenty times I would look back and see a 3-car collision with the, allegedly with the car that was just trolling me for miles. And the tailgaters that's sitting back watching by, like the spies, because they do stuff and record it. I spoke of this in my live yesterday, that allegedly these targets are having their live stream, especially around the times that tactics are played out, because they're selling this on the dark web, y'all. I just feel like that. But follow me, they also noticing that ritual, because like I said, it's a package deal with the organ harvesting, y'all. They need the energy in the organs, allegedly. So this is the same thing they needed experiments. The experimental factors documented, y'all, for several different reasons. Like I said, financial was the first one. They're gonna sell it on the dark web, the things they do and how you react to it. But second, the most important factor is because they need the proof of how this worked, when this worked, how this happened, when that happened, how did this recover after this happened, what was the emotions around this, and then your energy harvesting it all. It's a two whammy jammy. It's like multitasking when it come down to getting things done. When it come down to them, when they are targeting these civilians that are marked at birth. These civilians that have genetic mutations, that because allegedly it's a whole business for these corrupt four figures that they don't want nobody to know none of this shit, because allegedly the plasma in most of these targets that are being targeted for their DNA, they're y'all heard of these parties. This is why they try to throw Diddy under the bus real quick. Yeah, look, I'm helping you, Diddy, babe. This is why they try to throw him. See, he don't even know this though. He don't even know this though. He just being a real MVP player, the most valuable one that they owe him spiritually now, right? Because they threw him under the bus to hide this fact and try to blame him first, because these elite folks that's watching them, been watching them for like a Rico case, been watching them for decades. These people waiting for the right moment, right? We got you in a can, bitch, no way out, that type of shit, right? These people notice that, and these little dark parties that the elites are having, not Diddy. I'm talking about the elite people that been organ harvesting, because it's the reason they do this. It's going along with tactics. Here go a puzzle piece, guys. These people allegedly have been drinking okay, I'm saying too much. All right. Because it's a part of the energy harvesting. It's not, they don't do it. See, look, they told on themselves and told these young Mason boys, sorry y'all, see how y'all getting thrown under the bus. That's why you need to walk by yourself like you was born, bitch. Listen, because they can't help you in the next room, then they definitely can't help you with this one, because money ain't gonna be able to help you out of this, not even the attorneys. Listen, this is the tactic though. See, look, they showed these boys these ritual trends, right? It's just like a trend, like nothing makes sense in it. It's just trending, right? So these rituals that you see are trends amongst organized sororities, fraternities, and people, like, it's just like I can't explain it. I'm real dyslexic with what I'm trying to say, but like the drinking, people say they drink blood and allegedly at party fraternities. I hear stories. Oh, they was doing this there and there. See, look, they don't tell you that those people learned that from people that organ harvest. Did that make sense now? Like, they didn't tell you that thing that's trending that they do at those parties, those little fake parties, because most of these bottom boys, I'm saying the Masons, I'm gonna just call the Masons bottom boys, because the Freemasons allegedly, I'm saying nice stuff about these guys. The Freemasons are the top guys. They can't tell you, the Mason boys, everything. They just tell y'all whatever, right? So it works like that in sororities or entertainment industries, rappers, actors, all y'all. Like, throwing it all out there, right? So, like, y'all do these trends not knowing where it come from, like that 6-7. What's that other trend that if I said it right, y'all gotta go back and research, but I think it's 6-7. But that was a part of a ritual ancient times ago, right? And then where it's coming from, because the reason behind why they did it at the same time. This is how they work, right? Just like their dad, their forefather, the devil. He can't come with nothing new. He just mix it up, throw it out there multiple times. And that's what they did with these trends. And that's what they doing with all of these ritualistic tactics. It's just like, allegedly, maybe this is why they made certain holidays, to keep it in rotation for the next generations to come. So, sorry guys, that's just how I feel. But then these master boys that's supposed to be related to you, that's supposed to be in your path, that's supposed to be your co-workers, I'm giving it all, y'all, and we're not being biased to certain people. They go against you just to implement whatever trend that's helping them, whether it's making them get paid, whether they a TikToker, whether they because it's paying them. not realizing you just accommodated yourself by participating in that ritual itself. Oh, I thought they should know.
Dim your light made it shine brighter. They realize now they were never fighting you. They were fighting the force
Oh
that chose
yes,
you.
Father. And then they make other people feel bad. Like going back to the holidays, allegedly. They make other people feel bad when we talking about co-workers, friends, we putting everybody in the mix, right? That can't afford to participate in the rituals, whether it's fucking Christmas, whether it's Easter, whether it's fucking whatever. They'll make you feel bad in different ways too, whether they flex on you because you can't do it too, whether it's just energetic. So we're now being biased to whatever they do to make you feel bad with that shit. This is how you're supposed to utilize, this is how I feel, this is how you're supposed to utilize these material gains when you got enough to give. Okay, make sure they have a good Halloween too. Make sure they have a good Thanksgiving too. Make sure they have a good Christmas too. Make sure they enjoy Easter too. If you're gonna participate in that ritual, because that's what it is. We're not gonna disregard just because y'all change names on things. This is the same ritual that was done on your own kind, and these people participate in it and go against their own kind at the same time, not realizing it affects them. This to the brotherhood. Just because you can do it, don't mean you should do it. Just because you could get away with doing it, don't mean you should do it. Because it boomerangs back to you when you least expect it, allegedly. This was in the Bible before it was fabricated and after it was, bitch.
That's a battle that was lost before it began. The scramble to destroy evidence has become more frantic as they sense the timeline closing. But for every piece of physical evidence they destroy, 10 spiritual pieces manifest.
I would rather bless people, especially if I know I'm a part of their disasters. If I know that I'm a part of an alliance that's targeting them, I would bless them. So spiritually, this to the brotherhood, y'all. Spiritually, y'all should be blessing people. If you in the knowing something happening, baby, bless anybody that's attached to that shit. Whether it's somebody that's in another state that mimic the shit that you seen that was done to the things you done. That's how you really repent. This is to the brotherhood boys. Ain't nothing you could buy your way out. You gotta spend it in your aura and your intentions for people. Cause you go home and you laugh at night. You laugh at things that you were able to accomplish on somebody else's life. Those are your true intentions. The angels sit with you at night when they see you do that shit. Until you do better, until you repent your way of living. And feeling bad when you cross somebody and say, this isn't right. Like the Nancy's, right? And make it right. Like, I was a bad guy to Miss Avant. I was a horrible person to this young man. Let me make it right in my ways. It don't even gotta be back with them. It's gonna be to the next one that I see that go through the same shit I made them go through. This what the angels want the brotherhood to know. This is how you grow. This is how you help your forefathers that passed this shit down to you, that's in the rim begging you to change your ways. They like, oh my God, please forgive me. I have trespassed against you. I showed you the wrong thing. It's killing me. You can help me elevate. I feel it in my spirit. I feel a million spirits around me when I think about this shit, that these brotherhood guys that's corrupting the nation, they gonna learn the hard way, because you ain't helping your ancestors grow. You ain't helping your ancestors grow. You ain't helping your forefathers transcend by continuing their corrupt ways. This is how you help them win. This is how you help yourself win without any monopoly cash involved, babe. You can't buy your way out of this shit. You gotta change your ways, bitch, and keep the change, oh, when you doing it, because money was never thought about when these deeds were done, bitch. You can't delete, like that comment I read. Some things you just can't fucking delete. That message to the brotherhood, babe. Bless us. Bless me too, though. But bless people that you have done corruption to, babe. This your way out. This takes you back to the oh, that was the police. That's the post office. But this takes you back to your roots, blessing your ancestors before you. Since y'all like to talk about this proudly and say that this is all you know. Like some of y'all say, this is all I know. My daddy and my daddy and my daddy and my daddy. This is what they did. And your daddy and your daddy and his daddy and his daddy feel bad for what they showed you. And oh, but the last thing you could do, because they can't even help you, only thing they could do is guide you, but you could help them transcend to the brotherhood. You could help them transcend in your way of living, giving back shit. Oh man.
For every
Thank
text
you,
they
Father, for
delete,
confirmation.
a witness remembers. For every lie they tell, truth emerges from unexpected sources.
From now
Your
on,
cousin
y'all,
is learning that
every day of our lives, we gonna walk out being blessings to people. If we're told to do corruption to them, you gonna renege on it and not and see, look, have that positive attribute about you, that you don't care what happens to you. You gonna have integrity first, because you want to impress the angels, not your alliance, because even they have their day. Everybody have their day of judgment where they cross over and have to see those angels that saw how they lived. That should scare us straight, like that movie, bitch, like that TV show.
covering up crimes against the divinely protected is like trying to hold back the ocean with their hands. They've started seeing you differently in their mind's eye, not as the family member they knew, but as the spiritual being you've always been.
It's like our angels see us like, what are you doing this for? But they just gotta let us do things. That's that free will. You don't have to do that. But why are you doing that? And to us, that even the way we have to live, we gotta worry about ourselves, because we gotta make sure we pay our bills. We gotta make sure we cover ourselves. But it's only because we're forced to have to do that shit. Then the angels are confused seeing us do that type of shit. But then you hold power to be able to change things to help so many people. But then you go against them just because you are intimidated and you are trying, like, because this whole program tied themselves to these karmic ties, these energetic ties, because the main purpose is to inherit another person's energy through their organs, y'all. Because like I said, it comes, like earlier in the live I told you, this it's a package deal. They need the energy that comes with any type of organs that they harvest, allegedly, y'all.
And it terrifies them more than any nightmare, because it confirms what they've suspected. They didn't just betray family. They betrayed someone whose significance extends far beyond human relationships. They attacked a crucial piece in a divine plan they couldn't comprehend. The other family members involved are experiencing their own versions of this torment.
God said they can call you crazy, but this is alignment.
Some
I
are
felt
in
that.
denial, pretending nothing happened.
Yeah.
Others are in bargaining mode, trying to make deals
They
with
can
the
call you
universe
crazy,
that
but this
doesn't
still
negotiate
gonna
with
happen.
spiritual
It's
criminals.
alignment.
Your cousin watches
Just
them
as
all
it
with the
says.
knowledge that none of them will escape what's coming. The only variable is how it will manifest for each of them. Your peace through all of this has become the greatest evidence of your protection.
Thank you, Father.
While they panic and scramble, you rest in divine assurance.
I'll
while
take
they
that.
age from stress.
You right. That's been my vibe about every tactic and strategy they use in my life. You can have that. All right.